It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New England Patriots and the Carolina Panthers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen, the kicker. Andres Borregales has the ball on the team. We are underway in Uptown Charlotte. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. And they're on the 24-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. Set. Hut.
They'll go play action with Young. At top, it's Trevor Etienne. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Hut.
A run for the first time. That's Trevor Etienne. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Robert Spillane spills him there. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5. Third down, they need 5. The Panthers will take their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Claws red. Ready. Plaster. 6. 33. Yellow. Check.
From the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Beats the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's May. That's hauled in on the left by Nacua.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. Talk things over before third down. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. Talk things over before third down. From out of the gun, here's May. And that is incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Set. 45. White. Black Ultra. Ready.
Out of the shotgun. Young. He'll go right and find his running back. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Ready. Red 38. Cut.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. They'll look to set up the screen here. On the move, past the 40. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
That's already 2 catches for this guy, and we haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet, and that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
So, here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
10 black. Cut.
The RPO, that one is complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Second down and 3.
Come on, set. Yellow 43.
Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well.
3rd down and 4.
Ready, break.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Down. Black 40. Cut.
They're trying to pick this up with a hot pass. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Set, ready. 60 red, drill green. Claws red. Check, cut.
On play action, Young. That's taken in. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Ready.
Etienne. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. Panthers football to begin this 2nd quarter as they come up now 2nd and goal.
Set, hut. Yellow, 22. Steal, check, steal. Ready?
They'll go with him again. Good blocking, and he's in. Trevor Etienne. Touchdown, Carolina. That is first touchdown of the new year. Brian Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Oh, man, that's Kyle Williams. He's got it. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
New England going to take their second timeout. Talk things over before third down. Williams in motion. He'll try to run for it with Henderson. A gain there of 11. Good for a Patriots first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at three situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Williams in motion. May now on 1st and 10. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On second down, it's May. A dive, but he let him too much. It's incomplete.
Solid right there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. And some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15. Working out of the gun, it's May. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and come out to the 20-yard line.
having a minute but can't steer it no more. Riding a wave and now you're chilling on shore. What's it used to being rich when your inside's poor? It's a bliss, but you don't want to see more. You want to see more, but you only see some. Life can slow you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas, you feel alive like you can have.
Set, ready. Black, 95. Set.
Now, ETN. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Harold Landry, they're on the tackle.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 9.
Hey, check mega. Ready, 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 ready.
Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Needle blue. Come on, set. 10 black. Right, white. You, yellow. Spot.
To throw is Young. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. To the 20. And he will take this one in. 79 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Williams in motion. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Tony Adams there on the stop.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They just desperately need to get something positive going here, Mike. It just feels like they're a play away from really jump-starting everything they've talked about being good at throughout the course of the week's prep. And it's really been the inability to sustain drives. So critical third downs, better on first and second. Somewhere it's got to pop, and somebody's got to make a play.
The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout. Talk things over before third down. Throwing is May. He's got a man. That's Nacua. Complete. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, New England.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Look him up on a second down and 8. May gonna look to throw. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Throwing now is May. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. The Pats can stop it here. They'll use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Ready! Red, cycle! Set, cut! Black, claws, red! Smash, red! Green, jack! Ready?
Young to throw on first and 10. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Patriots 7. Chris Borregalis to kick off for New England.
So following the touchdown, Borregalis is back to send this one away. This will be taken in at the 2. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
White. Here we go. 60 red. Drill green. Beetle blue. Set.
Young to throw on first down. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
Here's May to throw it on first down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Second and 10.
Hey, what's up? Crazy.
To throw is May. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Crazy. Hey, what's up? Five.
On 3rd and 2, it's May. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Hey, what's up?
The motion man is Nakua. May, little pop pass to the receiver. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2.
Here goes that.
Handoff, and it's Henderson. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
First down.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hey, what's up?
Now, May. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up a 14 and a first down.
Hey, here goes the... Hey, what's up?
The motion man is Nacua. They run straight ahead with Henderson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy.
To throw now. May. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
45, here we go. Five. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Catch is made. That is Williams. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
Yes, sir. Hey.
Now it's Nacua getting the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
From back at the 5, here now 3rd and goal.
What's that? Hey, what's that?
Out of the gun, here's May. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Texas. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Slide 2. Hey, red. Black shot. Drill green. ready.
On first down is Young. Going up top. That is caught. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. A big play after being backed up. A pickup of 44 yards.
Got it. Let's go now. Blue, 32. Ready.
On first and 10, here's Young. Just set up the screen here to Hubbard. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Down. Black, ready.
On the ground, here's Etienne. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Robert Spillane spills him there.
Okay, right.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Set, ready. Check field. Red, 38. Set, go.
Little quick pass to the receiver heading right.
The wide receiver of the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Waste of time.
Third down and 3.
Hey, blue. 45, white. 10 cycles. Yellow, zoom. Set.
Here's Hubbard. He gets it to start the 4th. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Panther first down.
A gain of 12 yards.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Needle blue. Claws red. Hut.
From the gun, it's Young. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack the guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
It is 2nd and 6.
Steel, black. Ready. Yellow, blue striker. Set.
Out of the shotgun, Young. The throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
Can they keep this drive rolling? Here is 3rd and inches.
Here we go. 60 red. Hut.
They try to run for it with Hubbard. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal. He's inside the 10. Mark him at the 7.
And defensively, these are the opportunities, Mike, at this stage in the game you just can't miss. It's a close game. Fourth quarter, you find yourself trailing. You've got to be able to come up in that spot and force a stop. Instead, now the offense can...
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Patriots 7.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll go play action with May. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On second down, here's Henderson. Good running there, getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10. Once more, it's Anderson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Second and 6 coming up. They'll drop to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, New England.
And the Patriot first down.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Throwing is May. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Intercepted. The The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Let's go. Yellow, 22.
Drive will start on the ground, and this will not help the cause. He's going backwards. Tackled back at the 8.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Go red. Strike it. Check strike it. Set.
Carry here for ETN. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. New England going to take their second timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. This one all but over. Here's 3rd down.
Set. Ready. Yellow, 43. Set.
They'll run. It's ETN. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down. Hunting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. That's taken at about the 14. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here goes throw. Hey, what's up?
Williams in motion. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Trying to get it to Kyle Williams there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Williams in motion. Here we go. One final play. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's over.